for the entirety. Those are your early window games, also including Panthers and Saints, who are without Michael Thomas again due to an injury. Battle of Ohio, Browns and Bengals. Later on this afternoon, the game that was moved due to COVID-19 out of the Sunday night window into the late afternoon window that also includes Chiefs, Broncos, 49ers, Patriots. I'm talking about the Bucks and the Raiders. Tonight's Sunday night game is now Seattle at Arizona. And welcome to NFL Game Day morning, again inside the studio, presented by Lowe's. We put the home and home team, first of all, the royal we, Rich Eisen, and that is Steve Mariucci, and my Hall of Famers at the end of the set, Kurt Warner and Michael Irvin. Okay, let's just get it out of the way.
What?
Since it is the elephant in the room. Michael Irvin leads in picks, lone wolf picks, and lock of the week right now. Wow, he is in first place in all of those categories.
So, oh my God!
At least you've got something to hang your football hat on in the NFL in 2020. Right there, so far so good.
He's got the trifecta
for you.
Going.
Wow.
Did you say? That's the elephant in the room?
Oh,
is that the wolf in the room? Look at that Rich. Look at that right there. Now, that's the trophy right there. But that's when you do a sweep, like I got a sweep. You know what I'm saying? And you and your buddy.
It looks like you won the ring toss at some sort of
I think
carnival.
But where's yours, Rich? We should compare.
Where's your trophy, Rich?
Is that at least neutered and spayed? My goodness. Look at that thing.
Oh, my God.
Right.
Look at this.
Very good.
Come on, buddy. You're hanging with a winner. Oh. You know that? We winners, buddy. Yeah. Come on here, buddy.
Look at that. Help control the pet population.
Put your mask on, Mike.
All right. Please give me a four-shot, my God. The future of the NFL, Mahomes magic, et cetera, so on and so forth. Sunday storylines. Steve, I'm going to, if you don't mind, look deeper down the field. I'm going to go a little deeper down the field. I'm going to go past my check down and go straight to you.
I'm a team player. Go ahead.
Kurt, you're first up.
I finally get top billing on the storylines. I like it. You know, it's been 5 times that 2 teams that are undefeated have played in week 7 or later. The other 4 times, the winner of that game went on to the Super Bowl. So today we've got Pittsburgh against the Titans. And what I love about this matchup is that it's strength versus strength. It's that guy right there, King Henry, against this vaunted Steelers front 7, the run defense. Now we know there's no Bush, Devin Bush in this one, tore his ACL. Robert Spillane will be taking over, but that is a matchup that I'm watching. Don't forget about Ryan Tannehill. He has been incredible. I think the best start of any quarterback in the National Football League has been Ryan Tannehill. So it's not just a run game. They've got a pass game to go with it, but that is the game that I'm watching today.
Wait. So he's your MVP right now? Ryan Tannehill.
I'm not so sure about that.
That's what you just said.
No, I said I think he's been the most consistent of all the quarterbacks up to this point.
No, he said the best start out of any quarterback. He said.
I think the problem with that is that he's got King Henry. I think he's got King Henry, and so I think it's always going to offset.
You did downgrade from best start to most consistent.
Yeah.
As soon as you press that.
Well, no, I mean, I do. The best start up to this point. All right. I'm still going Russell Wilson.
Oh, Irv's just loving it. He's got a big stuffed animal. He's got locks. He's got everything. All right, he's feeling it.
You're a little jealous because your little trophy was like...
Steve, yes.
Okay,
you're correct.
Pull it out. Well, you know what my storyline is, Rich? You know what it seems like yesterday, guys, when pro football implemented the forward pass. It was in 1906.
Were you there?
No, I wasn't there, all right? You know what? Tonight we're going to see the Battle of the Birds. You know there's 5 teams that have bird names in this league?
Yes.
You know, 1 team without a name, and you got 5 bird teams. Anyway, the Seahawks tonight, you got Russell Wilson throwing to DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Man, can they sling it around? And you got Kyler Murray with your Cardinals over there throwing to D-Hop and Fitz and Isabella and Christian Kirk. This is going to be a high-flying game tonight with teams that can really sling it. It's going to be a great NFC West matchup.
Yeah, Coach, and great is a great word to start mine with because the greatest departed. And that's Tom Brady. The game of the week for me, and the storyline of the week for me, is the guy that was due, that was supposed to replace the greatest Tom Brady, going back to play the guy that actually did replace the greatest Tom Brady, and Jimmy Garoppolo facing off against Cam Newton. Both of these guys now in the 4 starts this year, both are 2-2 right now. And Gronk averaging, giving his team about 23 points a game, and Cam at 24. The battle is going down.
You talk about the battle between quarterbacks, but what about Jimmy Garoppolo against Bill Belichick? That, to me, when you know a quarterback, you've been around a quarterback, that's what Bill Belichick is known for, the defense against Jimmy Garoppolo. That's going to be great.
But isn't there Kyle Shanahan in there, too?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
That's why I like that. And that's going to be a great battle, too.
And then, of course, there is that Sunday night game. I'm really looking forward to that as Kyler Murray gets back-to-back nationally televised games. We did see what he did on that Monday night game. And again, I'm just glad that we're seeing you here, that you are well. The number of people that reached out to me to see, is Irv okay after that Monday night loss?
I was ahead of it.
Honestly, our text exchanged amongst the group. You were radio silent all week. It really is great to see you here, Michael. It really is great. So it's now time to send our reporters getting together to whip us around to start us off, get us ready for game day presented by Gillette. Aditi Kinkhabwala in Tennessee for that big matchup of undefeateds.
Well, Rich, as you said, it is indeed two teams that are playing for pole position for that one bye in the AFC. But both of these teams are facing a significant loss of a glue guy today. For the Titans, it's left tackle Taylor Lewan. He's the one that brings the edge to this offense. For the Steelers, it's speedy inside linebacker Devin Bush. He's the one who's been wearing the headset helmet and calling this defense. So definitely something to keep an eye on today. Now let's head to Landover, Maryland, and say good morning to Kim Jones.
Well, good morning, Aditi. We have 45 degrees and rain in Landover. We also have two of the best young receivers in the game, in C.D. Lamb and Terry McLaurin in this one. It's not their fault. The NFC East is down. Now to Houston and Tom Pelissero.
Kim, Packers star running back Aaron Jones had an MRI that showed he's dealing with a very mild calf strain. He made the trip here to Houston. I'm told he wants to play. He believes he can play. The Packers medical staff always conservative, though. Jones a game-time decision today as the Green Bay offense tries to reboot against the Texans. Here's Stacey Dales in New Orleans.
Tom, the Panthers secondary hit hard by injuries and COVID. They're down two starters, though. Cornerback Eli Apple expected to go. He practiced all week despite the hamstring. And then Dante Jackson also expected to go. He was limited with the toe. He says, I'm sick of hearing about my toe. Curtis Samuel is also expected at wide receiver for the Saints. They are down Mike Thomas once again. They are down Emmanuel Sanders. He's on the COVID reserve. They have had to pull up players from the practice roster. We'll see how they work into the rotation today. Right now we go to Foxborough. Mike Giardi. Mike.
Morning, Stacey. The San Francisco 49ers come into this game without their starting safeties, having to activate two players from the practice squad. However, they do hope left tackle Trent Williams will play in this game. The Patriots getting two key offensive linemen back, center David Andrews and right guard Shaq Mason. Let's go to Vegas now and Omar Ruiz.
Hi, Mike. The Buccaneers are averaging almost 30 points per game. They're in first place in the NFC South. And Tom Brady told me this week it is time to put more pressure on the gas pedal. He meant out on the field, might have been sending a message for the front office with Antonio Brown now in the mix. For more on that, let's send it over to Ian Rappaport.
Well, thanks, Omar. Help is on the way for Tom Brady's offense of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Antonio Brown is signing a one-year deal, incentive-laden deal worth a couple extra $1 million in incentives on personal and playoff incentives, including getting to the Super Bowl. The reality is this is what Tom Brady wanted for any new team he signed with. He wanted to bring Gronk with him. He wanted to bring Antonio Brown with him. Took a little while to get Bruce Arians, the head coach, on board with this. I'm told the last couple days, the A came around and starting to embrace the thought of AB joining this already stacked offense. Rich, he's going to get through the COVID protocols in the middle of the week. He will be eligible to play after his suspension week 9.
As for the here and now, right here, Joe Mixon, Raheem Mostert, Michael Thomas, Sammy Watkins, all out. And then, of course, as we know, the questionable nature of DeAndre Hopkins tonight. We'll keep an eye on all that if we can in the next 4 hours, certainly for fantasy football owners of one of the best receivers in the league. Our Lowe's home cam hashtag is white hot to the touch. As we know this season, home's never been more important, and this year, as always, again, we want you to share your game day experience with us through social media, so make sure you post you getting ready for your game day using the hashtag Lowe'sHomeCam, and we'll share throughout the program right here on NFL Game Day Morning, presented by Lowe's. Kurt, you backtracked on that quarterback statement pretty quick when Herb asked you
I think he has been
Called out.
I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm all in. I'm all in with Ryan Tannehill. I think he's been phenomenal.
It's not them 3 levels.
Maybe Russell Wilson's been a little better.
Did you say, by the way, from what I overheard, that 45 and rainy is worse than snow?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Miserable.
Oh, my
absolutely.
word. Is there any hope for the Cowboys? Is there any hope?
NFL Game Day Morning is presented by Lowe's. We put the home in